G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the game between Geelong and Hawthorn. Another Easter Monday classic. Ripping game, and what a sight to behold. What a game it was, and it was really good to be there for the clash as well. Stitch up on the seating arrangements for Cats fans. I suspect, whilst an extra home game in Geelong, 9 to 10, has mitigated against having a reserve seat at the MCG home game, I would have thought, irrespective of the cost for the arrangements for GMHBA versus MCG, that we've always had reserve seats at MCG games for when Geelong have had home games there. Fair old stitch up just to get general admission, so that's a stone in the shoe I just had to get off my chest, off the top. If you purchase a home membership, you should have a reserve seat at all home games, I would have thought. So that's an early clip from my side, but I don't want to delve too deeply into that because it was a real positive day and a very good result for Geelong fans and the club in what was, a bit of felt like a do or die clash. The Cats started off pretty well in that sort of first term, got off to a good start, kicking the first couple on the board. We tend to start well in these games. I reckon the last three we played, we've been in pretty good touch early on. And we got ourselves out to about 3.5 goals, just shy of 4 or 5 goals throughout the match. But it was a great contest. It was just really, really good to be at. Enjoyed the ferocity of the contest that took shape over the game, over the course of the 4 quarters. The pressure was up. There were some big moments that arose as well, and some moments that players like to forget as well. But our front half turnover game was ultimately what got us the 4 points. It's helped us late in the piece, but also helped set us up for that 3.5 goal lead that we did have. I think we got close to that 5-goal margin, but I'm pretty sure we got to 23, and that was about it. It was a pretty tight game all afternoon, outside of that 3.5 goal lead, which isn't much of a lead in modern footy. That can get eaten up in a couple of minutes. But it was maximum damage from making sure when the Hawks did exit that it wasn't going to be easy. And what I really liked, even though we turned it over at times or we made a little mistake, I felt, especially in our front half, we did super well to make amends for that mistake. I remember Holmes had like a fumble or a holding the ball decision against him. Hawks started to move it on quickly, and then he gets a hand in there. We turn it back over. I'm pretty sure we get a goal out of it. So just little things like that were very pleasing to see, just never giving up. And I felt we did that super well throughout the afternoon. So that was really pleasing. We made the Hawks pay for those turnovers as well more often than not. And it's really it's much easier to get most bang for buck when you can turn it over in your front half, which I felt we did quite well. And shout out to the D50 as well. I felt Hawthorn did have some centre clearance dominance at times, especially in that. Probably from halfway through the second term to the final term, the Hawks had some pretty good looks out of the centre, and we lost control there for a fair period. But we were still able to not let the scoreboard get out of control too badly. And what I liked throughout the game is, even though Hawthorn got really close to us a couple of times, and we had to definitely win it a couple of times, I felt like we had the answering goal when we needed it, which was a feature throughout the afternoon. I was happy with how the defence went, all considering some of the looks Hawthorn had. And they did miss some easy shots as well, that has to be said. But we had 26 scoring shots. They had 24. You could argue, we missed some that that we would normally get, and potentially in that 26 scoring shots, other scoring shots that didn't score at all or just didn't make the trip. You could argue we had some of those there, but argue that Hawthorn's were more noticeable and more they're easier to remember, being that they were sort of later in the game as well. It's easy to forget the one in the second term that could have got you 5 goals up versus one a miss maybe in the last 5 or 10 minutes when the game's up for grabs. But yeah, really pleasing result. I feel like we didn't play our best footy and still got the 4 points, which is also a really positive result and outcome for the club. Hawthorn, threw the kitchen sink at us. There were times where we couldn't really handle the ball movement. Their elite ball use at times was a real weapon for them. It was a liability as well early in the game when we were able to make more turnovers with their ball use. Whether they tidied that up after quarter time or took less risks, it's possible. They took some risks late in the game, then we were all over it. That teasing distance that we like to do, and chopped off a few late in the game, and then Sean Manor with the clinical finish in the end, giving us that 7-point buffer. Sicily missed one late, which could have made things really interesting. He missed a lot, so it wasn't. It didn't make it a chance for a draw or a win. With the ball in our hands, with not long to go. It was a really well-rounded performance. I don't feel like there were too many absolutely outstanding players or individuals on the ground. Everyone sort of had their moments, and relatively good team performance throughout the game, I felt, without needing Paddy Dangerfield to kick 10 or anything like that. The stats will be interesting. I do feel like Hawthorn had a bit more of the ball, and that's saying something. Plus 64 with the ball. They had a fair bit more than the Cats did. Inside 50s, plus 9. So, the Hawks definitely did well there. Getting more... Well, they had much more field position, and it felt like it at the game. Disposal efficiency, they were better by hand and foot. So this is going to be one of those games I'll look at the stats, tell one story, then the scoreboard tells another. Free kick, plus 9s, fair few extra for the Hawks. Doesn't need to be even, but it's they did get a couple. Clearances were relatively even. Out of the centre, the Hawks got plus 4, so they got a real good hold of that in the probably end of the second term. Going into the third term, they were looking really good and really promising. From the stoppage around the ground, I felt we were objectively better by the numbers there over the course of the game. On the inside, Hawks won the contested ball battle, but relatively even there. On the outside, they had a lot more of the ball. They had plus 64 possessions, so that makes total sense. Turnovers more from the Hawks side of things. I really liked our pressure, which led to a lot of their turnovers. It can't be all just said that Hawthorn used the ball horribly. They're a really good kicking side. They're great with their hands as well. And they made a couple of blues themselves, shot themselves in the foot at times, but also felt like our pressure was quite hot and quite up there, which helps contribute to the pressure and, those turnovers, I should say. Hawthorn had more marks in the game, plus 13 on that front. Marks inside 50, they also took 18. So, they've had a pretty good day at it, just haven't been able to make full bang for buck on the scoreboard. In front for, basically all the game, all minus 2 minutes. They led early in the first, and outside of that, the Cats got out to a 23-point lead and stayed with the Cats all afternoon. Hawks out-tackled us as well, so they were working very hard, and we were probably a little bit sloppy on that side of things. So, they've won a lot of the key stats. Some good pressure inside our front half, though. 20 tackles to 16. It was, lots of pile and tackles. More 1%ers from us, so that was really positive to see. Plenty of run and carry from both sides. I think Max Holmes had 4 bounces in one play. So that was... I haven't seen the stats till now, and yeah, Hawthorn would feel like they had a really good opportunity and weren't able to quite get the 4 points at the end of it. Alrighty, so we've got some votes to give out, and we have to go with Sean Manor, the man, the myth, the legend. He kicked the 3 goals, also missed a couple as well, with 17 disposals, 7 tackles, also the 4 clearances, and 300 metres gained. He started it all off, I believe, kicked the first goal from a really good, holding the ball tackle, and plenty of tackles. I think he was our second highest tackler for the match. Hit the scoreboard in a big way there. Also kicked the last goal, which was essentially the clincher. His game was brilliant. His pressure's enormous, and we absolutely love it. So Manor was best on ground for us, and thank God we had Sean Manor play on Easter Monday to get us over the line, get us the 4 points. I'm going to give the 2 votes to Tommy Atkins, who had the 24 disposals, had the 9 tackles, 7 clearances. He's an absolute workhorse, as we know. Tough on the inside. We know he does the hard stuff, the hard tackles, almost 10 tackles again. So, his work rate was phenomenal. He probably needed a few more mates in the mid. Smith and Holmes played pretty solid games, but we just needed a little bit more assistance in there just to win that first ball and get to the outside, which we probably lacked a little bit just before half time and then some. But thankfully we were able to hold whilst not playing our best footy in the second half. Then I'm going to go Paddy Dangerfield, the 1 vote. He was really good up forward, kicked 3 goals again, 15 disposals, 4 marks, 3 tackles, and clearance as well. I reckon Scotty would have been, and Paddy were having the, I think of that meme where the guy's about to press the buzzer, he's sweating bullets to get Paddy in the centre bounce late in the game, but they held firm, they kept Paddy up forward, and to good effect, and his goal kicking has improved significantly. He's kicking 2 or 3 every single week, which is, sight to behold, really. It's so hard to just average, 3 a game. And he's doing that in fine style, making the most of his chances. Just a real presence, almost like an old-fashioned centre-half forward Paddy is at the moment. He's relishing in his new role as basically centre-half forward, full forward, whatever you like. He's been tremendous for us yet again. Okay, let's have a look at the rest of the team. Bailey Smith, 28 disposals, the 5 marks, and got a tackle, 4 clearances, goal assist, over 600 metres gained, and 1 throwing the ball into an opposition player's head for his own work there. So that counts as a free kick against. He was a smooth operator throughout the afternoon, and he knows how to drive it forward, give us real good territory and field position. So his role's super important for us to get some pretty good looks up forward. Ollie Dempsey kicked a couple, also the 19 disposals, 5 marks. He just, a couple of tackles as well. Just finds a way to get involved. Runs up and down that wing all day. Finds a way to hit the scoreboard as well, more often than not. So very, very valuable player for us. Jezza kicked 2 goals, 3, had the 14 touches as well, 3 marks, 3 tackles. Almost had goal of the century with the bicycle kick attempted goal, which didn't quite go through. I think I would have jumped out of my chair if he got it. But pretty productive throughout the afternoon, playing predominantly forward, which is where he should be, where he's most dangerous, and was able to get a couple for us. He could have kicked a few more, but he did miss a few. But that's all right. I know he'll have a day where he just kicks 5 or 6 straight. It's coming soon. Over to Maxie Holmes, who had a couple of shots at goal, missed a few, had the 20 disposals, the 5 marks, couple of tackles, 4 clearances, 2 goal assists, 550 plus metres gained. Like Bailey Smith, just absolutely surges that ball forward, runs 20, kicks at 50, gets 70 metres gained just like that. So a little bit quieter than normal, but still a good return from Maxi. I don't know if they had a tag on him or if other guys just stood up throughout the afternoon. Over to Tyson Stengel. Goalless again. He's goalless 3 of the last 4 weeks, but when you look at the rest of the stats, it's good reading. He had the 17 disposals, quite high for him, which is good. 4 tackles, 3 marks, and he did set up 3 goal assists, so he was the money man a few times there, linking plays to get the scoreboard going in a big way. So, whilst not hitting the scoreboard in a monster way himself, he's getting his teammates involved. And 3 goal assists is a damn good number. You've had a good afternoon when you've done that. Blitz was good. He kicked a clutch goal. We needed, I think, steady the ship a little bit. Had the 15 disposals as well. Got a bit more of the ball than usual. He's normally like 8 to 12 touches a week. 4 marks, 5 tackles, couple of clearances as well. Just, heart and soul player for us. Always gives his 110%. Liking him down back as well. He's obviously there more out of necessity at the moment with Collar out as well as Henry out. I think that's become a bit of his mainstay anyway. And yeah, he looks very accomplished down back. Lawson Humphrey's game was really good. He had the 16 disposals, 4 marks, 2 tackles, almost 500 metres gained. Composure from the man there. He loves it. Really good in a one-on-one contest. And yeah, he never gives up. Over to Reece Stanley, he kicked a goal, had the 9 disposals as well, 26 hit-outs, 4 clearances, got involved, runs hard. Don't feel like Meek destroyed us. They did have some good looks at the stoppage, whether that was Stanley related. I don't pay too much attention to the ruck battle specifically. I'm more focused on the players winning it. But anyway, Reece always gives it his all. Over to Scratch, he had the 8 disposals, 5 marks, 5 tackles, got involved in some of the hitouts, set up a goal as well. He dropped some marks as well, but was still able to clunk a few for us and had that big moment late where he was able to impact the contest there, create a front half turnover, and that led to the Sean Manor goal. So, because Neil was paying attention at the time and able to make an impact on that contest, it was outstanding. And it's not always about kicking 5 or 6, but just making those moments count can make all the difference at the end of the day. And Neil did that. We'd like him to hit the scoreboard a bit more, but hopefully we can get some confidence going. But he's still doing some good things despite not hitting the scoreboard in a big way. Tommy Stewart had the 15 disposals, had the 5 marks, a couple of tackles. He got tagged last year a few times, and I don't think he looked quite right. I think it was one of the worst games I've ever seen him play. He turned it over a bit. He went for that ball that was coming in. I know the wind probably plays funny buggers on players, that's for sure. But looked like wasn't his best moment when it went sailing straight over his head. Unfortunately, a goal ended that, and I was having conniptions. I was thinking, this could be the thing that cost us the game. Thankfully, not to be in the end. So, all good. Zach Guthrie was good. 13 disposals, 6 marks. I think he was on Gunston at times, and Gunston had a pretty good game, actually. I don't think he was on him the whole game, though. But, he had a good look. But still, was able to intercept the ball and rebound it for us, which was, positive. Sully had the 9 disposals, had the 6 marks, a couple of tackles, had his colours lowered at times. I think Chol kicked 3. Gunston also kicked 3. So both guys there were pretty good, albeit some lower stocks on our side. We had the wind's pretty blustery as well, so fluke at times. Sully didn't have his best day, but he's had some great games already in what is his 6th or 7th game of footy, so no doubt he'll get better in time. Brian Myers had 11 disposals next to his name, took a mark as well, a couple of tackles, goal assist, 1 concussion as well, thanks to Connor Nash. Grime was getting involved. He was productive throughout the afternoon for the time he did have on the ground, and we missed him definitely in that second half to kind of change the angles up a little bit. I think Stengel stood up in the absence of Grind there. So I'd suspect he'll be out for the Carlton game with that concussion, and then hopefully back into it the week after. SDK was pretty solid. He had the 12 touches, 4 marks, a couple of clearances as well for his work there. Took some decent marks down back. Just needs to learn to shepherd a little bit. It'd help his teammates out there and not just give up. Well, not give up, but finish up the contest once it's said and done. If you watch O'Sullivan, he just has 3 or 4 cracks at a contest until he gets the ball. So watch some of Sully's tapes, SDK, and then we'll be cherry ripe if you can execute on that. Just keep fighting till the end, mate. Just keep fighting till the end. You can do it. Mark O'Connor was quiet, had the 8 disposals, 3 marks, 3 tackles. Might have been tagging, but I didn't take a close look from his 76% game time. Sort of playing a little bit wing, half back. So a little quiet. Whether he nullified some impact there, I'll have to see on the replay there. Jackie Bowes had the 12 disposals, 3 marks, not a couple of tackles, just the 1 tackle, 1 clearance. Yeah, he was playing a bit of halfback as well. Had a really good intercept that I saw. Hopefully we can get some more of the ball in his hands. He sometimes goes missing for a while, and you kind of wonder where he is. Maybe he did a really good job on some of the small defenders, small forwards as well, but I wasn't tracking Jack Bowes heavily. Mitch Never had the 7 disposals, a couple of marks, 4 tackles, a couple of clearances. I'm still waiting to see it from Mitch. He was better as sort of the game went on, but I felt like early, whenever he was in the centre clearance, we got mauled, unfortunately. And a couple of times when he did have the ball, he either missed his foot or just didn't get an effective disposal out. So I don't know about Never in the centre clearance or in the side at all at the moment. Maybe his time will come. I don't know if it is yet, but it's a dangerous game to play him in the centre clearance, centre square when you've got 4v4, and you've got some of the great players there. I don't know if he's nullifying the opposition from that perspective. Anyway, that's how it goes. Brad Close had the 9 disposals, 3 marks, also set up a goal. Just go into the game to watch Brad Close run is quite a delight to watch. Yeah, it was good again. Set up a goal, didn't quite hit the scoreboard, but I feel like he definitely set one up there, which was good signs. Ted Closey got a bit of the ball, didn't see a lot of it, but he only played about a quarter of the game, just over a quarter. Got a clearance as well. He's normally in the sub, and you can only do so much as a sub. Ollie Henry, very quiet again. He did set up a goal, 6 disposals, 3 marks. Needed to attack some contests a little bit more, so he just needs to bodyline it a bit further and try and get a bit more industrious on the scoreboard, because you can't have Stengel and Henry and Close and everyone being goalless. But having said all that, it's when you have Sean Manor in and these other guys, Dempsey hitting the scoreboard, Danger hitting the scoreboard, Cameron hitting the scoreboard. So, a lot of players not quite their best in a relatively even team performance to get the 4 points, 12 goals on the board to win. You have to be happy with the result there, all considering not everyone was firing on all cylinders. Let's have a look at next week. We've got Carlton and Geelong. This one will be at the MCG, back at the G. Going to be a monstrous game. And even though Carlton haven't been quite getting the wins on the board, they've played some good footy. They're back into some pretty good touch of late. Only West Coast, North Melbourne. But the way in which it defeated them has been, there for all to see. Geelong's scalps have been pretty promising. Adelaide was definitely right up there. Freo in Geelong. Hawthorn at the MCG, really good result. I feel like there's one more game there. Melbourne down in Geelong. No Myers is going to sting a bit, and I've just got a weird feeling. Geelong won 3 in a row. They've been playing some decent footy, but haven't been all guns blazing or firing on all cylinders or scaring the competition by taking it by storm. I feel like we're doing enough without being amazing. So yeah, I've just got a weird feeling Carlton might get the job done. Won 3 in a row, so I don't know if you're ever due for a loss, but yeah, Carlton with their forward-line pressure, I think could be a real concern for us, and also I think out of the centre clearance, which was a bit of a concern against the Hawks when everything was going their way. Carlton bashed us last year. I remember, there was a 10-goal loss. After early in the year, we got off to a really good start, and then Carlton kicked like 6 goals in 7 minutes and almost stole the game from us. So I think we're the better side, but Carlton, I feel like are just in slightly better form. I hope I'm wrong, but it was Carlton have won at least 2 of the last 3, and it was a bit of a shootout when we played them the other time. Hopefully I'm wrong. It's a little bit of an upset that I've just got a little stone in the shoe that makes me think that Carlton could get the job done. But we'll see how that all plays out. All right, cool beans. Well, that is it from me, guys. Another classic Easter Monday clash, and stoked to be there and get amongst it. The atmosphere was crazy. The Hawks fans, they go off chops, that's for sure. But it was super exciting to get the result, get the 4 points, and take ourselves to 4-2. I think we're sitting 6th on the ladder as it stands at the moment, as at the time of this review. Thought we were top 4, but still got a fair bit of work to do before we get into the top 4 calculations. So anyway, that is it. That is all from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe away. Appreciate you tuning in, and I will catch you guys on the next review.